the Huns, but they're not the best of teams to be gauging their kind of overall level from, and both games were pretty close as well. So honestly, two very, very difficult maps ahead for Newhappy, and they kind of need a bit of a miracle if they want to turn this series around somehow.
Yeah, and I think that there's a few players, of course, that I've been impressed with. I think Tiger hit a few nice shots, but he also missed a few shots. Spine was okay. I think 2X had a few important moments, but TYLOO, they're the kings of this region for a reason. And we're going to see if they can complete it right here, right now. It's a much fresher start from TYLOO on map 1 than yesterday. If they keep it up here, I'm expecting a quick 2-0. Utility for Advent and Kaze. Nade to break open the squeaky door. But we're going toward ramp.
Right into the dual Berettas. Tiger with 2 already. 2X is going to try and do what he can. Unfortunately, Insta-Dink means he has to give up the angle, give up the control. Eventually, he's been finished off as he must have tried to re-peek. Even in a 3-on-3 for TYLOO. Kaze, I think, spotted him. Yeah, he has the backstab here onto 2-2, who has no idea. Double doors opened as well. Oh my god, did he not notice him? Oh, he will now. Okay, that was a little bit awkward.
Oh.
Manages the kill in the end. 2-2 actually, I think, spotted him first as well.
Yeah, very close. But, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be much closer. Mazea, another triple kill on a pistol round. He's looking superb today. First toward B, and yeah, for a brief second it was funny that he was sort of hiding behind the double door there because it was open. It was his only way he could play safe for a split second. And in the end, Kaze just catches him comfortably. Newhappy going for a force buy, interestingly. Some other teams go for the eco to get the M4s in the third. They want to try and keep it close.
Too much, but singes him a small bit. 5-7s, lots of close range positions on Nuke for these to be effective. I don't think I've seen such a heavy 5-7 buy in a while. Let's see if it works out with the 3-man stack. Okay, good trades. There we go. They actually managed a 2-for-1. Bomb. Pushing out your main. Now they realize obviously there is at least 2 players down in secret. Zooming at most, there'd be maybe 2 players on that A-bomb side. A good call. They even force the rotation up the vent with that Molotov, giving them a kill to give the advantage. So I think at this point they've already forced the save. 2-2 has a Galil. There was a second Galil, was it? Will indeed call his teammate over. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Not terrible. They have armor as
good.
well to save.
Yeah, 2 Galils are great to take over. If you're going to fully invest and you're not going to win the round, might be the best case scenario. With a bit of utility to save over, and even a defuse kit. Every little helps for Newhappy. There's a chance they can do something in this following round now. And of course, 2-2 and 2X can drop their pistols to teammates, so they're going to have at least something on 4 players.
Kind of a scary start for Newhappy. They'll do what they can with the saved weapons and pistols here. Hoping for maybe a bit more damage than that previous round, I'd imagine. TYLOO are likely going to be heading up 3-0 very early on in the T side. Interesting smoke. It's a CT smoke, unfortunately. That didn't help Tiger out. Silo. The A main, or the lobby aggression rather, through hook gets spotted by Mosea. He's actually dinked, I believe, but doesn't matter. There was no one ready to follow up quickly enough. Only now the spine moved through. Covering the Galil, sure, but let's see, is there really, I was going to say, is there realistically anything you can do? JamYoung spotted him from back in the spawn, so no, there is not.
Yeah, it'd be nice to at least get a couple of kills from this round, to not let TYLOO build up their economy so early, so quickly. But I get the impression that's going to be a hard task now. A-bomb site free. Vent. Checking the edge of hut, making doubly sure they're clearing all their bases. And in 2-2's sake, it would be excellent if you could save this Galil to the main gun round, to be honest. Another nice clean tap there from JamYoung. Triple for him. Mosaic and Kaze yet to die in this game. Early doors. How long can they keep that up? Remains to be seen. Wouldn't be surprised if they maybe put 1 or 2 players in for a hunt here to look for 2-2. But no more than that. And then if they do want to retreat, then going back to spawn in the direction they're all headed now is the best choice, because that would avoid 2-2 if they don't want to hunt him. Yeah, they're going to avoid him completely. No problem. Prioritising their own money.
All 5 players surviving. That's kind of a worst case scenario for Newhappy. They let TYLOO build up a solid economy. They'll come in now here with a bonus round, which only really has a weakness of 2 Galils, so pretty much perfect. All the utility they could ask for, and well, Newhappy spending everything with a lot of pressure on their shoulders to come alive here and now. Otherwise, TYLOO would be on track for a potentially smooth 2-0. So yeah, scary spot to be in. The utility tossed outside, but they are all heading straight in towards lobby.
Spine. Trying to keep that spine stock straight, but unfortunately already some support in a hang has been removed by Mosaic already, and oh my goodness, Tiger has some timing on the peak, but Mercury's too clean with it, and Spine perhaps could have killed him sooner, which may have saved his teammate. Who knows? That's an alternate universe. 2x. He won't survive in this universe either. 2-2 and Spine. 2v3.
Smoke's now going down. I'll give a bit of room for that vent player to push up. Spine though gets spotted just about. I think as he turned the barrel showed that he was there. Jose just has a simple headshot. Kaze spams the final player through the smoke, and despite an attempt at turning that round back in their favour, Newhappy falls short, unfortunately, allowing TYLOO to go up 4-0. Sure, they only live with 2 players, but they'd already built a bit of money, so they'll easily be able to buy up on everyone. They're up against another kind of half investment here, so they'll have a chance to keep on building. You're in trouble right now.
Yeah, and of course, just a step away from being eliminated.
Yeah.
No more chance for a trip to Atlanta, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens if TYLOO and Mongols do rematch in that final later. We'll be on that one, of course. I don't think I am, unfortunately, but yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye on it. Because of course, in the previous Challenger qualifier, that was TYLOO, and it wasn't the same matchup against the Mongols. It was a tight 2-1 for TYLOO to qualify for Yongshiping, which we'll see them at in a week. Questions whether they can do the repeat and take themselves to another trip internationally.
I think gonna force the up there out from behind red. See, for now just the default from TYLOO, nothing crazy. They put their utility down, they're waiting to see what Newhappy throw at them, knowing okay, well this is the kind of third or second real gun round they're getting ready, so they are gonna try something most likely. And Tiger's up, pushed up on outside, actually gets caught. No damage output or anything, he's just, I believe, caught on the aggression. Well, with that, they're forced to pretty much give up outside. I think there's a player in secret, but he's got to be very cautious of the angle up on silo as well as the players moving down below. Oh, no, sorry, he was actually in garage. My bad. It was hard to tell on the radar.
Yep. Can be hard to tell in that instance. 2-2. Okay, well, they've got a kill back. Mercury's gone down, and 2-2's actually gravitated back toward his teammates on A. They need to come all the way from that garage position. Needs to be worried, needs to be concerned obviously about the possibility of someone coming in from that mini area though. He looks for Kaze. Not much of a shadow advantage there either. It's not like he had a inkling, just held it on good timing, but that's a big kill from JamYoung again. That should just completely break open the B-bomb site. JamYoung's up to 9-2 in this game. He is farming. Even though a hang managed to take Mosaic for his first death of the game, JamYoung is in such a solid position to do even more work. There's the trade on that one. And Spine and TYLOO are going to get caught by Advent. And TYLOO stay alive any longer? The answer is no. Advent takes him as well. 2 important kills for Advent. And they're getting closer, Newhappy, but not close enough.
No, I mean, 2 of these gun rounds at least have been close, but as you said, that doesn't really do them any good in the long run if the rounds just never start coming. Our half buy with the loss bonus, of course, still maxed out at this point. The economy for TYLOO is already flourishing. It's going to take at least 2, maybe 3 gun rounds in a row, and Vincent ones as well at that to actually start breaking them down. TYLOO, no matter what, got a great D side here on Nuke, and well, they're looking to continue on expanding it. Already across the secret as a player down here that's not quite expecting him to be so quick, I suppose. Tries to take the peek and gets caught.
Yeah, this trio of JamYoung, Mazera, Mercury, the more LAN opportunities they get, the more experience they get, and they've had quite a lot already now, of course. They've been to a pro league. So actually a couple pro leagues, I think. One with Rare Atom, one under Cyclone. And obviously been to a few challenges as well. So that's what we want to see from these 3 young stars. Future perhaps of Chinese Counter-Strike. JamYoung will be a little bit whiffy on that one though. Only just managed to respond and deal with the threat with 11 HP to spare.
Slow it down, and
Ooh.
I was gonna say wait and see what happens. What happened here was Newhappy pushing, or 2x rather, pushing in towards the lobby and flipping the round back in favor of Newhappy. Suddenly Mercury's all alone. Oh, gets absolutely wrecked by Spine as well. There we go. Okay, they come alive and they do so in a round where we weren't really expecting it. But now they need to do that again and then again afterwards, because the economy is in a really good position for the majority of TYLOO.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good. At least it's a lifeline for Newhappy, and of course it's the classic story of, well, you managed to win it on a round where we weren't necessarily supposed to win. With the Deagles, of course. Managed to nab 3 AKs as well, all 3 players staying alive, take the 3 AKs, so that's a nice little buff. Tiger will get the next one off to a good start as well. Zaya, 2-2, trying to win that duel toward JamYoung, but that must be so frustrating for him. Probably looks at that angle and thinks, okay, I've got the drop on him here, I can see the line. But a few shoulder picks, a few tops up of the head, and JamYoung got himself that kill. But Spine, fantastic job outside again. He doubles up this time. And Advent and Kaze, the 2 veterans of the team, are pretty stuck.
Yeah, they've both been a bit quiet this game so far as well. JamYoung is the one who's miles up on the scoreboard, of course. I'd say though, with a decent kill gives them a bit of a chance. The problem is he was pinned in, then he had Spine pushing up close, Tiger on the off as well, and Advent's alone. He's also being flanked, I believe, right now. Oh, decent kill. If he can make it costly, might have a chance at another frag up here. He knows Spine was close. The problem is he has no idea behind, only now getting that info, and it's a little bit too late, unfortunately. The second round for Newhappy, 2 players left standing, so they can drop the weapons over to 2x, and 2-2 and Tiger can buy. TYLOO out again. They have enough for their rifles, as I said before. There was going to be a few rounds at least, and well, on 3 players, they can actually buy yet again in the following round. A bomb plant would maybe allow for the others to scrape by.
Yeah, might even be a couple of buys if they do get those bomb plants, as you say. Chance at that. Newhappy are showing some life, and that's good to see. Dealing with 7 on the pick of Anubis, their pick of Anubis. But it was a bit of a late in the day streak that got them up to that 7. It was 12-4 at one point for TYLOO. It was incredibly comfortable. And TYLOO, even though they started off so hot, I've said it multiple times before, if you start so cleanly, sometimes you can get a bit lackadaisical, and Newhappy are keeping themselves in this one now. Could easily be a 7-5 half or something like that.
It's possible Newhappy could still come out with a pretty solid score, as you said. Potential alive to make it a 3-map series. I'd like to see it. TYLOO played these rounds out very slowly. Oh, okay, and it's worked in this case. JamYoung just about catches the time, and he was dealing with quite a few angles actually, so his attention was split. Leehang a little bit unfortunate on his timing. He pushed now, looks to come in towards the A-bomb site. 2x looked in with the assistance of Spine, and also TYLOO, who was, I believe, up in heaven. Burns one alive from the grave. Tiger just flies up the vent and gets a kill on the op as well, and there we go. This is looking much better from Newhappy.
That was nice from Tiger. A little bit of star points there, flying up the vent like he did, getting that final frag. And yeah, 2x holding down Mini very nicely. The Molotov there. Managing to catch a kill. Split second after he already passed. And now, finally, you mentioned that maybe they needed a bomb plant to get another buy. They didn't. So Kaze will use his spare cash you mentioned to get a hero AK. Everyone else on Tech 9s.
A lot of nade damage there as the Tech 9s were pushing through. Not ideal, damn Tiger. Apparently he was in the scope there, didn't count as the no scope, but he barely went into it. Yep, not immediately recoverable once those flames went away. Advent does manage to get it in his hands. Kaze with an AK as well. They might want to swap considering the health would also be better off with Kaze having the op. For now though, they're going to stick with the weapons that they have and they're going to try and push it down towards B. 2 players being spotted there on the flank as well, so that should push them forward quickly, and well, with an opening they should at the very least have a bomb plant.
Don't see that a whole lot, and that Molotov toward the edge of ramp is actually super helpful. It's going to funnel them toward that left-hand side. Do they wait it out? They will. So now at least they need to be worried about 2 positions to TYLOO. Newhappy about to go through into the mixer though. Big miss from Advent, but it's not going to matter. Messiah with the Tech 9. Oh, close range. It's just too easy for him. And that is what helps TYLOO to 7. Out of nowhere again. I guess that's 1-1 now for the low buy rounds. 1 for Newhappy, 1 for TYLOO. It's only fair.
(7-3). TYLOO catch out another round. And Newhappy don't have the economy to afford a round loss here, otherwise they'll be looking at the 9-3 scoreline almost certainly. They need this to try and keep the dream of 5 alive. Tiger spots the shoulder and it's a pretty straightforward shot. I'm gonna say he's pretty solid as a cannon style opera as we've seen so far. There's moments on Anubis as well. As the trades outside, good for Newhappy. The op is going to cause some issues rather, and will kind of deny the outside control for the CTs. They don't really have the information anymore, and well, in an attempt to try and get it back, they're giving kills away.
That was bold. And Spine's in the open, and Kaze's held for that one too. It's completely fallen apart. And Tiger, one with the AWP, who got the opening pick of this round, of course in ramp, is stuck in the vents. Can he fly up again and get a quick scope on Kaze? It might be his only choice. He's going to take it a bit more silently this time. Kaze will keep an eye on it, but Tiger, even though he gives it a glance, Kaze with a lovely quad kill. And it's fair to praise Kaze. He deserves it, but I think Newhappy gave away some of those kills for free there very easily. And in the classic caster phrase, that was bold, is sort of our polite way of saying that was wrong.
Desperate now. There's a Nova in there as one of the more expensive weapons they've got in play. Utility at least looks like a quick A push though from TYLOO, knowing that it is going to be a limited investment from Newhappy. We expected very limited utility. Unfortunately, that wasn't quite the case. They've taken an initial loss on that A rush. Trades look a lot more effective. There we go. It's only 2-2 left. He's wrapping in through main. Oh, and he gets tapped through the smoke. Why the hell not? 9-3 for TYLOO, on track for a 2-0 unless Newhappy have something special hitting up their sleeve for the second half. But we're going to have to wait to see. We're sending it, of course, over to a break first, so stick with us.
Comfort for TYLOO, and I reckon that's probably going to continue for the rest of this game as well, unless Newhappy have a insane streak on their comeback on T-side Nuke. TYLOO are actually just 4 rounds away from taking themselves to that grand final for a rematch against the Mongols for a chance at a trip to the US of A.
Yeah, that matchup versus the Mongols, though, I think is going to be a difficult rematch for TYLOO. They're playing solid now, but it's hard to tell whether it's partly because Newhappy aren't quite playing up to the level that we know they can hit as well. Definitely has been some weaknesses seen exploited. We go to 2 sets of dual Berettas. TYLOO on that CT side, we'll see how they pay off. Slower approach from the Glocks right now.
Oh, okay. There we go. The dualies can't do anything this time. Usually we see the dualies sharp for at least one, but not this time, I'm afraid, in the hands of Advent. It's Mercury's dualies that has to try and do something. It'd be a 1v3, though. Bomby's being planted on B, and the plant was delayed, so maybe he's going to go aggressive. Oh, he gets himself the one, but he can't spam down the second. If he did, there was a chance maybe he could have caught Tiger coming in from behind, because he was making some noise to come and try and trade it. So, very close. It looked not as close as it actually was in the end, to be fair. But yeah, Newhappy with an important pistol. And I think TYLOO are going to take their time here. Full eco. Probably the correct decision to go for the M4s in the third. Mine's got a Mac 10. Time to farm them up.
Molly's in towards main. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there, but it gives them plenty of room to drop down into the vent. Oh, that's a heavy B play, as you can see. Spine finds it with the Mac 10 though, so this is kind of ideal. He's being given a chance to build up some economy. Flanked by Mercury, has blue barrettes to fall back on, and well, let's see, he might even have a chance at the ace here, to be honest. That's kill. Oh, unfortunately finished off. Either way, confirmed another player was down there, got himself a bit of money on the Mac 10, and allowed for his teammates to just freely plant on A.
Yeah, if Advent gets maybe one with the Mac 10, that would be nice for his bonus cash, but his head in reload. In time, he will, but not enough to get the frag. Spine at least got himself 3 with his, so that is something. You can see 1800 in the back end, off the back of that, and 2x will close it out. So gap is 4 before TYLOO get their first buy on the board. Of course, yes, as we said earlier, Atlanta on the line. Trip across the pond. We've already got multiple teams confirmed. North American invite, of course, for an American event is Complexity. And they probably would have been invited to the ESL World Ranking anyway. The 3 actual World Ranking invites have been Monty, VP, and Gamer Legion. M80 have made it through the North American qualifier, and Bestia, the Argentinian side, made it through the South American qualifier. It's going to be FTW, Apex, or Fours from EU. That's going to be decided today on the mainstream, and it's probably going to be decided to find out who makes that Asia spot. But at the moment, Newhappy, proper gun round for TYLOO. Mercury and Advent have already started off pretty well.
Yeah, as soon as the guns come out here, find success on the CT side already, and Happy don't really have any map control either. You've even got Mosaic pushed up pretty aggressive outside here, realizing there's not much going on, so they have a good read on where exactly Newhappy are. Mosaic though will find contact outside now. Lee Hang. Left third, of course they line up. That is perfect for Mosaic. Could have been dangerous taking that angle, to be honest, but manages to make it work, and Spine is now left all on the zone. You might want to save. Everyone else has just about enough money to scrape together an investment.
Yeah, that was the picture perfect lineup there for Mosaic. Looks like TYLOO probably will win their first gun round with 5 up as well. Spine is back in spawn. And probably committing to a save straight away. Keep that smoke and the flash over as well. Nice AK with the face stickers. Perhaps that's his favourite team. His heroes, perhaps. Spine, of course, is one of the longer tenured players on this roster. Been on the team since January. In fact, he's been on the team exactly, according to HLTV, exactly 300 days. So that's a nice round number. It's a great name as well. King Song Long. I love long songs. You can chill, relax. Or bop and rock hard. One of the two. TYLOO about to rock their way into Atlanta. They're 3 away.
Newhappy are all in here as well. If this goes south, and there's likely eco and a play for an overtime. They can't really afford to let that happen. Heavy outside smoke, deep ones as well, so that they can try and take the secret control. We won't expect Kaze's aggression, especially as that molly goes down. Once it fades, I don't know if 2-2 will be ready for this player close. Looks like he's even going to focus on secret itself. Oh, eventually, but yeah, there we go. A free kill. It almost got a little bit awkward. 2-2 did have a couple of seconds try and maybe get the drop on him, but
Yeah.
reactions weren't quite there, and that seems to have pushed Newhappy now to make a decision. They're getting ready, I believe, to push out on towards A.
Yeah, even if you have that, even if you do shift into angles now with the sort of the way Pika's advantage works in CS2, it still favours the CTs, but you do feel like you have a bit more of a chance, even shifting into angles. Spine, okay. He catches the feet in Mosea. Unfortunately, Spine is 19 HP, so one bullet anywhere will remove him from the equation. Tiger will take down Kaze though. That's a big kill in response. Advent is going to get one on this site, and they don't check him properly. And yeah, Mosea once again from that heaven area just stops that from being a risk. Tiger has been found. Catching Tiger, hidden hippo, but I'm afraid this time the Tiger has passed away. 11-5 TYLOO.
As I said, it's an eco to play for the overtime. No other real option here for Newhappy. Not a great spot for them to be in at all. Didn't really afford what, one deagle? Is that all they've yeah. That locked across the board, so TYLOO should even have a chance to get a bit of economy going for themselves here, so that they'll have something, even if Newhappy do manage to win out this next round for a reinvestment come in. Oh, awkward timing. Mosea leaves just as they actually start peeking outside. JamYoung should realize that pretty soon though, and there we go. Spots out the first at the very least. Didn't stick around to see who else was there, at least not on the same angle where he approaches it. But ends up getting dinked by the Glock. Actually, sorry, no, that was Liang. Recovered the Eagle, I believe. Actually got the dink.
Oh. Mosea coming up from Secret. Pretty whippy on the second, but just about gets the spray. Attack on the first was nice, and Mercury will add another headshot to his tally. 11 and 11 for Mercury. Mosea and JamYoung both on 17. Those are the duo. That is the duo that you would like to see perform well. And this is the expected result from TYLOO at this stage. They'll now maybe have one eye already on Mongols in that grand final later today. That spot in America. Newhappy need to win 7 in a row for overtime. At least they have a full AK purchase for it. And TYLOO will want to try and close this out with aplomb.
Not a good start. Tiger already gone. Kaze in a strong position here to likely take at least one and fall back to a new angle. Is the latest push through Secret. Actually drops the smoke as I say that. Falls back as well, so they can probably just push ahead of that smoke now. And the kill actually coming in elsewhere from 2x. Suddenly this becomes a much more realistic situation. They still have just under a minute. Still going to approach through Secret actually in the end. Moving back down. Mercury being the new line of defense here instead.
Ouch.
The off's not in great position either, to be honest. Somehow manages the first kill. Didn't quite land the follow-up. Wasting a ton of time for these T players. Unfortunately, his teammates are just a bit too far away for those rotations to come in and help them out.
Yeah, I've seen Kaze do some nutty stuff from tough positions like that before, but not this time I'm afraid. Only the one in that tough position did expose that area. But Mosea and Advent, they've got kits among them. There's an incendiary and a nade on Advent that could clear out that dark position. That's exactly what it's going to do. First spray comes in though, and Advent will get taken down. It's down to Mosea to try and seal this game once and for all. Pre-fires the first, but of course, there's no way you're going to spin around and take the player directly above and behind you. 2-2 finds that one. And Newhappy will at least have another souvenir around, it feels like, to keep them going in this series. Nicely played after plant in the end, despite the attempt from Mosea. Mosea and JamYoung have been pretty good on these retakes all game. And JamYoung won a number on Anubis.
Quick 8 play actually is the goal. Newhappy tried to get outdoor with that Mac 10 as quick as he could. A ton of nade damage on outside as well. It's probably the worst possible start Newhappy could have had into this round, to be honest. Do at least get some control towards outside, but it doesn't last, unfortunately.
Yeah, 2-2. The 1v1 victor from the previous will get removed. Kaze is low HP with his AWP, but the control that Newhappy have is unfortunately non-existent. It's just lobby, and with Tiger low HP, he's the one with the utility. Needs to make sure. I'm about to say, needs to make sure he chucks all of that. And it's nice to see Newhappy putting in those protocols despite being 12-6 down. Swapping that utility over to a teammate who's a bit healthier, so there's more chance he'll have to use it. Obviously, if you die, you only drop one grenade. If you've never selected a grenade, it drops your most expensive. And if you have selected a grenade, it does drop your last selected. That is a shot. Kaze absolutely destroyed, but I'm afraid that might be all she wrote. Tiger may have hit a banger, but Spine is about to bang flat on the floor. Advent finishes it off. A much cleaner performance from TYLOO this morning. Yesterday morning, it was a bit of a struggle on map 1 versus Atox before they cleaned up map 2. This time, both maps looked really good, and individually, they all look pretty solid as well. That tees them up nicely for that match versus Mongols later.
Yeah, it'll be